So today we are going to do a quick review on putting a linear equation into slope-intercept form. So above my head, you see the general format for slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So we're going to take any equation and put it into this form. So what we have to remember is that we want to isolate the y by itself on the left side of the equation, move everything else to the right-hand side. So all of your x's and all of your constants, so any numbers that are just by itself. Okay, so I'm going to work kind of from a little bit easier all the way to something that might be a little bit more challenging. Okay, so I have an equation x plus y equals 15. So let's just look at what we have. We want to keep this y by itself on the left-hand side of the equal sign. Everything else needs to be put over here. Now you just can't simply pick it up and move it. We have to use a little bit of algebra. So if I have an x over here, since these are things that are being added together, I am going to subtract it from both sides. Okay? So that disappears. We are left only with y on this side now. And so I have a negative 15 and I have a minus x. Now our form traditionally has the x term right after the equal sign. So I have minus x and then I have minus 15. So now I have an equation in slope-intercept form. Just as a reminder, if you have a minus sign before the x, that is the same as if it was a minus 1x, negative 1x, because this becomes our slope. So our slope is negative 1, and our y-intercept is negative 15. That's not too bad. Now, let's look at this one. 3y minus 2x equals 9. So the first thing we're going to do is what I would suggest, just put a box around your y term. We're going to keep that. We want to make sure that that is by itself on the left. Everything else has to be moved over to the right. So I have minus 2x. So I am going to add 2x to each side. So this drops off. I am left only with 3y, and then I have a 9 and a plus 2x. Now, according to my form, the x term has to come right after the equal sign. So I'm going to put this first. So plus 2x, I'm going to keep that as 2x, and then I have a 9. So there's no sign there that this is a positive 9. So some people might say, oh, I'm done. No, you're not. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to keep now the y by itself. We want to keep that over here. So this is 3 times y. We want to divide each term by that coefficient. So by dividing by 3. So the 3 divided by 3, that drops off. And now we're left with y alone on the left. That was one of our goals. 2x over 3. We are going to, the 2 and the 3, that forms a fraction. 2/3 x. And then plus 9 over 3. This is division. 9 divided by 3 is 3. We now have an equation in slope-intercept form. Our slope is the coefficient of x, which is 2/3. Rise over run, y over x, however you want to look at it. And then our y-intercept is at 3. Did it. Now let's do one that looks even a little bit more challenging. There's parentheses, all that sort of stuff. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what are we going to do here with this parentheses. Well, this is distributing. We have a negative 3 times a quantity x minus 3 in parentheses. So let's do that first. So let's just keep this, the y minus 4, let's just keep that there for now. We're just going to do one thing at a time. Let's distribute. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times a negative 3. A negative times a negative is a positive. So I will get positive 9 plus 9. Okay. So now I have an equation. I want to keep y by itself on the left-hand side. So I have y minus 4. So if I have a minus 4, I am going to add 4 to both sides. This drops off, and I'm left with y alone. Yay! And I have negative 3x, and I'm just adding the 4. So the negative 3x stays. I have plus 9 plus 4, which makes it plus 13. So my slope is the coefficient of the x, which is negative 3, and my y-intercept is 13. Okay? And that is a little review on how to change an equation to slope-intercept form.